Union Minister Vilas Paswan, who recently underwent heart surgery at a hospital in the capital, has passed away. Miss you, Papa, the Lok Janshakti Party chief Chirag Paswan tweeted while sharing information about his father, this leader's demise. Vilas Paswan, at 74, had been active in politics for more than 5 decades. He is a noted Dalit leader. Along with the news of his personal health, Vilas Paswan had backed his son on taking a call on the LJP's alliances for the upcoming Bihar Assembly elections. Prime Minister Modi has condoned the death of the Union Minister, saying, "I'm saddened beyond words. There's a void in our nation that perhaps will never be filled." Vilas Paswanji's demise is a personal loss. I have lost a friend, a valued colleague, and someone who was extremely passionate to ensure that every poor person leads a life of dignity. Chirag Paswan and Vilas Paswan have become central points, talking points in the Bihar Assembly elections after the LJP decided to contest the state polls alone and compete with the JDU only. Let's go across to Manish Kumar for more on this. Manish, along with the news of his personal health deteriorating, Vilas Paswan had backed his son to take a call for all of the LJP's alliances for the upcoming Bihar Assembly elections. Put this in perspective for us, his passing away just weeks before this big Bihar election.
Of course, it's going to be a big setback for all those candidates who were planning to contest on LJP ticket, because they were hoping, of course, that not only Chirag but Vilas Paswan, if he recovers, he might also address some digital rallies, but that is not possible. His untimely death has really, sent a shockwaves not among only his party supporters, but across the Dalit community in Bihar. And he was one of those stalwarts, non-Congress. He was the one who's champion of the non-Congress politics in Bihar. And not only along with Lalu and Nitish, he was one of those guys who started really the politics of development when he became the railway minister in 1996, when he started a series of projects, big mega projects in Bihar, including, creating a new railway zone, which later on somewhere, Nitish also tried to compete. And then when Lalu Yadav became railway minister, he also gave a lot of projects from railway ministry. And this was the railway ministry which became a bone of contention between him and Lalu Yadav. And later on, he, parted ways with him, and he was instrumental in bringing down the 15 years old Lalu Rabri regime in Bihar by going solo in 2005 February as well as in November election. It was because of his stand that President rule was imposed, and there was a another election within a year that saw Nitish Kumar coming in power, and without him it was not possible. Later on, he was also part of the UPA government. Later on in 2014, he was the first one to accept Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister candidate, and because of support from Vilas Paswan, NDA could win 31 seats out of 40 in Bihar in 2014. Sarah?